Today I want to talk about injuries. So if you are a serious strength athlete such as a powerlifter, strongman, or Olympic lifter, you will get injured. So this may be an accumulation of small injuries, a major injury, or both. So because we are testing our bodies to an extreme or to limit strength, there is a definite possibility that you will get injured. So you have to accept that as a inevitability. So there are some ways to prevent injuries to a certain extent, so let me explain. The first is to eliminate high-risk activities. So if you are in a contact sport, a team sport, or like a ball sport, you want to eliminate that activity. So you have to weigh the priority of your lifting career versus something that you do recreationally. So if you do have a contact sport or a team sport that you participate in, then you'll want to eliminate it. And again, if lifting competitively isn't that important to you, then you don't have to make that sacrifice. But if you are a competitive lifter and you're really serious about it, trying to get at a high level, to perform at a high level internationally or nationally, then I recommend that you eliminate any type of high-risk physical activity such as a team sport or a contact sport. So that's number one. Number two is to practice mobility on a daily basis, and you want to be mobile and pliable for lifting, because if you have a stiff body, if you have a stiff immobile body, then you will most likely or more likely to get injured. So that's something that I really highly recommend. So I do mobility every day before lifting, and I do some static stretching at night before bed. So again, nothing too crazy, a little foam rolling, a little stretching before bed, and mobility every day before training, because again, I train daily, so it's not a problem for me. So mobility is something that I practice every day. So that's number two. Number three is to treat every rep seriously, because if you get lazy with your form, especially with a lightweight, then there is a possibility to get injured. And I've heard stories of lifters getting injured with something way lighter than their working sets, because again, they're lazy with their form, and muscles will fire differently. If you are lazy, then again, there is a possibility that you'll get injured. So treat every rep seriously, and don't be lax with your form on any rep. So that's number three. And number four is, again, it's kind of cliche, but know your body. So if you're really straining on a set, for example, if you're doing a high rep set, or you're doing like a very heavy set, and you feel something's off and muscles are straining that shouldn't be straining, then you'll have to know when to stop. Because if you don't know when to stop, then the next set, you may get injured. So it's something that is very intuitive, but something that is very important, that you should know yourself very well when you're training. So you really have to consider all the factors when you're training, your fatigue level, how you're feeling that day, etc. When you're doing your work sets or your warm-up. So it's really important that you know yourself and know when to stop. So that's it, guys. Thanks for watching.